Yep, it's there.
Okay, you're live.
At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats. As the opening high school band group, Mr. Bruce Major plays our national anthem.
The audio to that game.
Well, good evening, Warrior fans. Welcome to Joel Ween Stadium here at Hillsboro, where tonight the Marion Warriors are going to take on the Hillsboro Trojans in a district game. So we're going to start with a little pregame action here coming from the Central National Bank sponsor, and we're broadcasting from the Landing Broadcast Pharmacy broadcast area booth. This is Darren Neufeld here tonight with Jeremiah Lang. And what do you think about tonight here, Jeremiah?
Hey, Darren. Good evening to all our viewers out there. We're going to have a tough game tonight. Hillsboro comes in with experienced lineup here. A lot of juniors and sophomores primarily, but a lot of experience on the field for them. Coach Kraft tells us the number 5, Matthew Patusik, is going to be the guy to watch. They're going to be quick to the ball, and they're going to defend real well. So it's going to be a tough game for the Warriors. But if the Warriors come out and they hit their marks, do what they're supposed to do, and the ball goes their way, I think we could have a good night.
You know, I think one of the things we're looking for, I just pulled it up, and Hillsboro is 3-2 on the year, but they won their first 2 district games. They beat Sterling in overtime, and then they beat Haven last week. And, we had a tough time with Haven. We've had a tough time in some of our games this year. And the biggest thing we've talked about all year long is Warriors just got to find a way to get into the end zone.
That's right.
Just even one of those scores, like last week, red zone, and turned it over. And I think just the pep. I'm not going to. Just a second here. So it looks like Marion won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half. So we're going to find out real quick here, but I bet Hillsboro is going to take the ball. Looks like the Warriors are going to defend the south goal. So back to that, we just got to find a way to punch the ball in. On defense, we've had great results the last couple of weeks on our running defense. I mean, they've got a couple of big plays, but it hasn't been the killer. The pass has been what's gotten the Warriors most of the year.
Yeah, Warriors have been real strong on running defense with some big stops in the last few games against Haven and last week against I'm blanking now.
Hutch
Trinity, yeah. So definitely looking for the Warriors to still be strong on on run defense, and hopefully coming out strong also on the pass defense. It's currently 78 here in Hillsboro. A little bit of wind out of the south, 13 miles an hour, so you'll see that. Maybe play a little bit in the game, but not blowing as hard as it was earlier today.
That's a good thing. One of the things we saw on the scouting report, and Jeremiah mentioned a little bit ago, Matthew Patusik, the quarterback for Hillsboro, he is a very elusive and can really move. If you ever watch him on the basketball court, he moves out here on the football like he does on the basketball. His vertical is just as good as his horizontal, which is just as good as his vertical. So, I mean, that's something the Warriors are going to have to really, factor into is containing him on the corner. So if he gets loose on the outside, we're going to be in for a long night trying to chase him down.
Warriors coming out for the opening kickoff. That was our Central National Bank pregame time, and we're going to get into the game here. with Braden Mercer to kick off.
Back deep for Hillsboro. Looks like, I believe that's Petusik. No, I can't see the numbers well from the side. Mercer's going to kick. Low kick. It's going to be fielded about the 6-yard line. Hillsboro coming up the left hash. Cuts back to the middle. Finds a gap. And just like last week, the Warriors are going to start in a hole after the first play of the game.
Flashbacks to Hutch Trinity, Darren.
That was Nate Hine. We're going to call his name a lot tonight, too. He's a, I believe, senior. Yeah. No, he's just a junior. Nate Hine's a junior running back, and one of the ones that you've seen a lot in the paper with a lot of results for the Trojans this year. So after a mere 14 seconds of play here in Hillsboro, we'll find the score 6-0. Hillsboro's lining up to kick the extra point. Looks like number 7, Dylan Bolt, is lined up to kick. Snap that, hold down, it's up, and it is going to be good.
Yep. So, yeah, Hillsboro receiver got the ball and found a seam, and off he went.
You know, he did it. It looked like Marion was going to have a nice wall over there on that left hash, and he hit about the 20-yard line, cut back to the middle, and there was no middle contained for the Warriors. We still had somebody that turned him in. It's just once the turn-in happened, we didn't have anybody else, and he split 2 more Marion Warriors and was off to the races.
Yep.
And as we've mentioned most of this year, one of the things that Marion lacks compared to a lot of other teams we faced is 1 or 2 guys that just have that blazing speed.
Just that flat speed. So Warriors going to come out here down 7-0. As Darren said, 14 seconds into the game.
Looks like Dylan Bolt is going to be the kicker on the kickoff here for Hillsboro. Just kicked that extra point. Back deep for the Warriors are Mercer and Ingalls, with Hoffner and Hess at the next level up, followed by Freeze. Oops, I'm sorry. That's Alderman in the back.
Yep.
Ingalls is up with Freeze. White jerseys just need to put a hit on the maroon here and give Alvin or Mercer something to return. Here comes a kick. It's a squib kick. It's going to be, it hops over the first one. Alvin's going to fall on it at about the 28-yard line.
Almost mishandled. Warriors able to fall on it and keep control. Going to be 1st and 10 from the Warrior 29. Cameraman tonight is Gene Winkler getting that good shot there.
So Warriors come to the line. Seth Lanning back in the lineup this week after missing the last 1.5 weeks due to the concussion. Behind him are Mercer and I believe Hoffner. Nope, Alvin, actually. Mercer's got the carry. He's going to pick up 3 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 7 here from the 31-yard line, almost 32.
Warriors,
they are setting it at the 32, so he picked up 4.
Warriors going to test that middle of the field, see if there's any room to run there.
Yeah, we had success last week going up the middle on the first series, and then all of a sudden Hutch Trinity figured out how to close that gap, and we couldn't run there the rest of the game.
They keyed in on Braden pretty quick.
Slightly different look this week for the Warriors with the 2-back set behind Lanning.
Ball was low. The snap was low.
Lanning gets out of the first one, but he's not going to survive the next onslaught of 5 Trojans coming in there. Going to be a loss of 7 on the play. Bring up 3rd and long here, 3rd and close to 15.
Yeah, Seth was able to dodge the first guy, but the wave of Trojans that came through after him, he was not going to escape.
Like I said before, a slightly different look here. Got all 3 seniors in the backfield there in a kind of a wishbone T formation out of the pistol. Landing back to pass. He's going to hit Mercer. Mercer is going to try to change direction. He's going to break the first tackle, but going to be a little bit shy of the original line of scrimmage. So going to bring up 4th down here and probably 11.
Yeah, Mercer just not able to not able to break that for any significant yardage.
It was a nice look. It's the kind of type of play you'd like to see on first down or maybe even second, not when we're having to try to go 3rd and 15. Trevor Schaefer's back to punt.
I was going to say, that looks like Trevor Schaefer's out there. Got a flag.
2 to the right.
I think we had too many.
Yeah, we had too many. Unfortunately, we've done that quite a few times this year, too, on the punt team.
Some of that, I think, comes with players being injured and moving people around. And
I know we're missing
week to week.
We are missing a couple players tonight that are normally out there. So Schaefer's back to punt. Low snap, gets the ball. He gets a kickoff. High kick.
Good punt.
Nice punt. Going to bounce. Hillsboro's going to let it go. He's going to get a good roll out of this. It's inside the 30. Going to be down to about the 28-yard line. Nice kick by Schaefer.
So Schaefer's kicked that from from our 11.
He probably the first bounce. It was probably around the 45.
Yep.
Then continue to take a Warrior hop and roll. So Hillsboro's going to start this drive, which is their first offensive drive of the night, from their own 20, just shy of the 29-yard line. I believe Gene is, if our cameraman's missing here for a little minute, Gene is out talking to the crowd. So we're going to hope that the camera.
We don't know what he's where he went.
We're not sure if the camera's going to follow the action here for just a second. Handoff up the middle. Missed the first tackle. Going to be, thought he was brought down. Man. Didn't get him brought down. He's going to pick up the first down +1.
Mercer tried to strip the ball out as he was tackling him, and that gave him just a few more yards.
Got him the first down.
Yep.
So Hillsboro's going to pick up a first down here. They're going to be 1st and 10 on their 41-yard line.
Can't see it on the screen, but the Hillsboro sideline is holding up cards with 4 different images on them. We don't know what those mean.
Well,
Gino says they're learning to read. Warriors show blitz.
Pollock backs off. Hoffner's up on the line. Handoff up the middle. This time they get to stop. In fact, they're going to lose 2 on the play. I believe that was Schaefer's that was able to bust in from the right middle linebacker spot. Both middle linebackers looked like they were going to blitz on that play. I didn't watch Pollock to see if he did too, but Schaefer's definitely busted into the backfield and brought down the tackle.
So we won't have replays because we're on the road. So you can, if you want to replay, just rewind.
Rewind your YouTube.
Olsen comes forward.
Snap back. Tusik's going to keep it himself. He's winding his way through the middle field. Finally going to get brought down by Alvin, but not till he's a first down plus. Tusik loses his helmet, so he's going to have to come off the field for a play. Hillsboro's going to have to send in a substitute quarterback here.
So Nick Smith comes in. It's a 6'1" sophomore for Hillsboro.
Tusik picked up close to 25 on that play. It's going to be now 1st and 10 from the Warrior 41. Snap back.
Ball's
fumbles.
On the ground.
Ball going to get taken down. Nice hit. That was Hess that was chasing him down. Olsen came up to make the hit. Nice job by the Warriors. Going to cause a loss of about 7.
Yeah, Warriors really were able to contain the sophomore quarterback and make the sack.
So Tusik comes back on the field after the one play off because of the helmet loss. Going to bring up 2nd and 17 from their own 48-yard line here. Single back set. Tusik's going to throw quick out here to Wickard. Wickard's going to get taken down for a short gain, probably 4 yards.
Yeah, he's going to be taken out at about the.
It's going to bring up 3rd and about the 40,
kind of
42 and a half.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and a long 11. here. Tusick directing traffic. He's going to throw to the wide side of the field this time again. This time he's going to hit Bolt. Bolt's got a lane. He finally gets tripped up by
pick up the first down.
Anderson Waddell down there at the 31-yard line, just enough for a first down. So 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Trojans. Hillsboro had that play set up really well. They had the 3 blockers out in front of Bolt when he caught the ball.
And you can see him, Darren, trying to keep the Warriors off balance, throwing to the right and then come back to the opposite side of the field. And
Hillsboro really loaded on that left side. 3 receivers. Patusi's going to keep it cut back up the middle.
Going to be tackled. There's a flag on the play.
It's going to be either a face mask or a horse collar. I'm not sure which here.
Check and see. Are we still on? Is it saying? My wife says it's froze up.
This says live streaming on
Spotted at the 11-yard line. First down, Trojans.
This still says live streaming. This still says live streaming. So snap here. Tusick almost got tackled for a loss. Instead, he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage and gain about 2.
It must be the internet at home because we was having trouble with it.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 8 from the 9-yard line. The Trojans will have a chance to get a first down yet before they get in the end zone. If they can push down to just inside the 2.
Warriors looking for a stop here.
Patusick get it by himself in the backfield. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. A lot of people to cover here for the Warriors. And try to contain Patusick because he's been running well up the middle. Motion. Jet sweep, panned off. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Nice job by Trevor Schaefer's and Jack Lanning to contain that play and bring him down for a loss. And that was
18.
Number 18, Nick Smith. The gentleman that came in for the quarterback here position a little bit ago. So we're going to bring up 3rd and 11 now from the 12-yard line, 13. I can't tell from here. I think it's 12-yard line.
We'll go with that.
Snap back. He's looking. Nice rush. Nice defense by Mercer.
Really defended well.
There was a great rush up the middle. I think that was Pollock. It was flying by so much that we couldn't catch a number, but somebody rushed him. Then he tried to throw back into the deep corner of the end zone, had the man open, and Mercer dropped back on him and covered him great, knocked the ball out of his hands. Going to bring up 4th and 11 now from the 11.5-yard line.
You see some experience in Patusick. They're able to just step right past the
Looks like Hillsboro is going to call a timeout here.
It's going to be our first Tampa State Bank timeout of the game.
While we have this timeout, Jeremiah, let's go ahead and cover our first quarter sponsors.
Our first quarter sponsors are Eagle Communications, Prairie Land Partners, and Marion National Bank.
And while we have a little time, let's go ahead and cover our Warrior sponsors for the evening.
Those are Marion Auto Supply, Gambino's Pizza, Katie Insurance, and Security First Title.
I want to thank everybody for their sponsorship. Please patronize these sponsors, as they're the ones that allow us to come and not only be live at these games, but also to get them put up where people can watch them on YouTube and on mctv20.
And on Eagle.
And on Eagle.
Eagle Cable. Or Vive Cable. If you're joining us now, it's first quarter of the game. Warriors trail 7-0, 4:35 left in the first quarter. Hillsboro's at 4th and 11 on their own 12. yard line, and we're going to see what they're going to do here.
You're going to go back to their single back set, two split left, two split right. Once again, this is kind of a problematic set for the Warrior defenses because they are spread out all over the field, and as mobile as Petusik is, we really got to have a spy on him. Warriors blitz. They're going to they got to get to him and bring him down.
Yep.
Nice. For a loss of 3 on the play, the Warriors are going to get the ball turned over on downs. Nice job by the Warriors here on the first offensive series. In fact, this drive started back on around the 25-yard line with that great punt by Schaefer's. Trojans drive the length of the field, and the Warrior defense holds them out of the end zone and gets a turnover on downs.
I think that was Quade Williams and Todd Palak on the stop there.
So once again, you got Seth Lanning set at quarterback with Alvin and Mercer behind him. Man in motion is Hoffner. He's going to keep. Lanning's going to keep. He's going to get wrapped up. They mark him as picking up half of a yard.
Yeah, and this is kind of the thing that's been escaping us, Darren, is how are we going to move the ball forward? Finding some plays that we can gain some yards with and keep the Trojans guessing what we're going to do.
I really thought on that one that, and maybe it's just because they read Seth too well, but the back going up the middle actually had a little bit of a gap there that time, and I didn't see which back went up the middle. I think it was Alvin actually went up the middle on that play. Set landing back to pass, hit as he throws, comes back to the play. Oh, I believe that was Ingles.
I think it was just a little short of Ingles.
Lanning had to kind of half step. He wasn't able to step fully into that because he was getting pressured from the backside, hit as he threw.
Right.
Still a well-thrown ball. Just Ingles had to come back to it and just had to come back too much.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 9 for the Warriors.
Once again, not the down we like to be long in. It'd be nice to get some 3rd and shorts tonight instead of always 3rd and almost behind the chains. Same set. Ingles and Hoffner's to the right. Olsen to the left. Lanning's going to hand off to Alvin. He's going to pick up, looks like 2.
It's going to bring up 4th down for the Warriors. And
it's going to bring up 4th and 7 from their own 20-yard line. So after the turnover, the Warriors not able to pick up a first down. Hopefully Schaefer's can get off another good punt here. Wind's still at his back for this next 3 minutes, so it's a good thing we get it out now and not into this next quarter where he'd be punting into the wind.
That's right.
Like Jeremiah said, not a huge breeze, but enough of one that could help gain some field position for the Warriors. Okay, the referee's obviously not paying attention because Hillsboro just had 12 men on the field, and they did not call it. Because they were trying to get one guy off, one guy on, and they never made the one guy off when they were shuffling the on. Punt goes out of bounds. Not quite. It was in a good roll like it did last time, but didn't stay as straight on the roll, so it's going to go out of bounds right at the 50-yard line. Hillsboro is going to take over 1st and 10 right at midfield. Defense needs to come up with another stop like they did last time. Historically here, the Warriors this season have done great in quarters 1, 2, 3. Well, sometimes 1, 2, and 3 have been pretty good. And we've fallen apart in the 4th when we've lost ground. Handoff up the middle, sidesteps, runs over Mercer.
Hard hit there. That was 28, Jamari Harris.
Going to bring up 2nd down from the Warrior 44-yard line. Mercer came up good on that one, but Harris had his shoulder pads below Mercer's, and Mercer paid the price for that.
Second and 4 for the Trojans.
Snap back. Petusik's going to keep this one all the way. Cuts back to the middle. He's going to be shy of the first down by
not much.
About a yard.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and short here for the Trojans at the Warrior 41-yard line. You know, I meant to pull up some quarterly stats before this game, and I forgot to go back and really do it and see where those scoring, you know, how the Warriors have paired versus our competition in each quarter. 2-back set this time. Going to try to do a fake. Oh, Hoffner just misses him. Going to be a sprint. Oh, nice hit coming up. Hess had him tracked down from the backside. Olsen comes up to make the hit.
Hess did a good job of hurrying him.
He's going to pick up the first down by half a yard.
Yep.
That is one of those plays that if you want to go back and watch this on YouTube, it's a play that I think is wrong from every aspect of the rules of the game. When he was running, he reached back and grabbed Hess's face mask and actually grabbed it and pulled Hess's face down so Hess couldn't get any closer to him. That's one thing to do a stiff arm, but when that offensive player reaches out and grabs his face mask, it should be offensive face mask, personal foul, just like when the defense does it. So anyway, brings up a first down here for Petusik. Sidesteps a couple of tacklers, still moving forward.
Going. Those legs just keep going.
He's going to pick up close to 8 yards.
Yep.
Going to bring up a 2nd and short here, 2nd and 2.
34 seconds remaining in the quarter. This will probably be the last play of the quarter if it'll happen.
Well, actually, the one thing about this field is they do have the play clocks here because it's a college field also. Play clock down to 14, so they are going to have to get a snap off here before the end of the quarter. Same single back set. Petusik hands off this time up the middle.
I think
actually it was a fumble as he was going through. I think the Warriors might have it.
I think
nope. Hillsboro able to come up with it out of the scrum. So
it's going to bring up 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and a short 2.
That's the end of the first quarter, Darren. It's going to take us to our St. Luke Hospital quarterly report.
Well, you know, we've mentioned it so much all year. Hey, you know, other than that very first play of the game, the score's 0-0. The Warriors have done a great job. Hillsboro had the one long drive, got it on a turnover, almost got the ball back on a turnover there.
Yeah.
You know, so we're doing what we have to do on defense, and we're keeping them out of the end zone so far. We just have to find a way on the offensive side of the ball to get the ball moving. I think if we can have some success moving the ball, it's going to generate a score eventually.
Yeah. But some of those things that we've seen work are those kind of short passes out in the flat that are quick and where the receiver has a chance to turn and gain a few yards.
We're not going to be able to just run up the middle, run up the middle, or even run to the sides. We just aren't built for that on this team.
Saw a little shot of stands there from a minute ago. Warriors allowed 150 tickets.
Yes.
So pretty good turnout from the Warrior fans tonight. Coming to the West.
The big 10-mile trip.
That's right.
That we all take a couple times a day, it seems like, anyway. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 2 from the 31-yard line of the Warriors. 2-back set this time for Hillsboro. Snap, handoff, back. Gonna be tackled short.
Yeah, it's gonna be short.
I think he actually might have lost a couple feet. Nice play by the Warriors once again. Running, you know, our running defense is playing very well. I've been very impressed so far tonight. We've been able to hold Petusik. The biggest rushes they've had have been up the middle.
Yep.
Even when they've tried to run a little bit outside off tackle, they have not gained a lot of yards.
It's going to be 4th down, and the Trojans are going to go for it here.
4th and 2 from the 31. One single back set. Petusik's going to take it himself. He's going to cut up. He's got the first down.
Real quick cut. Able to squeeze
Alvin came up and tripped him up, but Petusik had so much forward momentum that just his fall got him the first down. So he picked it up by a full yard. So 1st and 10 now from the Warrior 27. Warriors need to find another way to get a stop here. Playing well. Just need to finish this drive up.
Got another
timeout, Hillsboro.
It'll be another Tampa State Bank timeout. The second one for Hillsboro of the game.
Hillsboro. This is their second charge timeout of the first half.
Well, we got this timeout here. We're going to go to our second quarter sponsors.
Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Huey Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
You love to say it that way, don't
love
you?
to say it that way. Marion Kiwanis Club, I think, back in action in November here.
Oh, really?
I think that's what I heard.
Okay, that's good to hear. You know, with so many things being canceled or postponed this fall, it seems like the fall has just kind of drug on because there has not been. I mean, yes, it's been great to have school events and games, but so many of the other civic events that happen throughout the summer and fall, it just seems like decades since we've had an event.
Those things that kind of mark the passage of time.
Yep.
You know, we missed some of those.
All right, so Hillsboro comes out again. First and 10, 27-yard line of the Warriors. Single back set. Handoff. Bolt running left. Cuts up. Still on his feet. Going to get tossed out of bounds at about the 15-yard line. Going to pick up another first down.
Mercer met him at the 15 and tossed him out of bounds.
Nice run to the outside by Hillsboro. Didn't have contain out there, and it took the safety to come up and make the stop.
Not a particularly fast run, but
he ran behind his blockers very well.
Did a very good job.
Warriors just couldn't get past the blocks.
It's going to bring up first and 10.
Harris lined up behind Petusik. Hand off to Harris up the middle. Quaid got a hold of him. Pyle still moves forward a little bit, picks up a couple. Looks like he's going to pick up about 3. It's going to bring up second down and 7 from the 12-yard line.
Warriors looking to hold again like they did on the south end of the field in the first quarter. Come up with a stop here.
You know, pretty much the same defensive lineup we've seen the last couple of weeks. I don't see any different jersey numbers out there right now. Snap back. Hands off to Harris up the middle. Bounces way outside. There's a flag flies. He's going to get stopped with maybe a 1-yard gain, but where that flag was thrown usually indicates holding. We'll see what the call is here. It's asking the Marion coaches what they want to do, so it definitely is going to be a holding call. It was a holding call right at the line of scrimmage, so Warriors are going to have a mark 10 yards off. It is going to bring up, we'll repeat second down, and it's going to be 2nd and 16 here from the 21-yard line, 22-yard line.
Home scoreboard says 15, so.
Well, they need to learn how to count. Tusick back, he's looking to pass, throws long.
Yep, that wind got behind it and just carried it away.
Alvin had great coverage there on, can't see who that was out in pass. It looks, it's Frank. I'd recognize the hand being wrapped in a cast. That's Frank Weichert was on the pattern. Alvin had him covered. Even a perfectly thrown ball would have been tough to make a catch on that one. So good coverage by the Warriors. Brings up 3rd and 16, no matter what the scoreboard says.
Warriors looking to stop here. Have a chance to really pin the
trips to the left. Definitely looking to pass here. Petusik, now he's looking to scramble. He's going to run it, but he's going to come up way short.
Yeah, he's going to gain about 5 yards.
Yeah, he picked up 4 to 5 yards. Where are they going to spot it here? They're going to spot it right at the 17-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 12 here for the Trojans. So once again, right now, the Warriors have done a great job again. They got a chance to make Hillsboro turn it over again in downs in the red zone for a second straight series.
Yeah. I mean, Warrior defense holding strong. Warrior offense needing to come up with something to move the ball up the field. I mean, hopefully we get turnover here on downs. Don't want to.
2 to the left, 2 to the right. Somebody's going to call timeout. Hillsboro is going to expend their third timeout.
That's their final timeout of the half.
I don't think they particularly are wanting to do that, but they definitely are looking to try to get on the board.
Yeah. So another Tampa State Bank timeout.
You know, I can't give enough credit tonight to this defense. And like I said, you look back at the last couple of weeks, we've played some really good D. We've given up some yards like we have tonight, but we've found a way, it seems like at times, to keep them other teams out of the end zone.
Right.
Until what kills us is those big, long plays, like the start of this game.
Yeah.
You know, a 94-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Last week, Hutch Trinity, the first play of the game, 90-some-yard touchdown kickoff return.
Yeah, once somebody gets out in the open field, we just don't have the wheels to catch them.
Exactly. We do a good job containing up front, but boy, if they break containment, we just can't keep up.
Right.
Which I think is kind of surprising to some of these teams we've played, that, you know, we do such a good job at containing. Hillsboro is lining up for a field goal. Bolt is going to try to kick a field goal here. It's going to be a 35-yard attempt. I was watching him in pregame. He was hitting from 45. He didn't hit from 50, but he was hitting from 45. Almost blocked. It's going to go through. That is good.
That's great. Good kick.
Nice kick by Bolt. 35-yard field goal here for the Trojans. But once again, 2 times inside the red zone, and Hillsboro only comes away with 3 points.
Yeah.
You know, as a head coach, you got to look at that and say, hey, we'll take that all night long if we can get our offense going.
Yeah. Well, if we can start trading them 7 for 3, that'd be great.
Yeah, I don't think there's any chance that you're going to see Marion come up with 3 of their own.
No.
So only, which is nice to say at this point with 8:57 to go in the second quarter, Hillsboro's going to be kicking off. Back deeper, Alvin and Mercer. Last kick was a low bouncer. This one's going to be up in the air. Mercer's going to take it at about the 10, fumbles it, picks it up. He's going to have a wall of Trojans try to get through, and he's going to get taken down at about the 15-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 14.
Yeah, it took a little while to pick that ball up off the turf. And by the time he did, there was a host of Trojans already down the field.
Yeah, I couldn't see for sure, but it sure looked like he almost looked downfield to start running before he really had the catch.
Right.
So here we go. 1st and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line. 8:49 to go in this second quarter. Olsen splits to the right. Ingalls and I believe Hoffner to the left. Mercer and Alvin behind. Lanning snap back. Hands off to Mercer. Spins.
And he's going to get
He might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah. They're going to mark him right on the line of scrimmage.
Darren, the Warriors are really going to need to find something that will move the ball forward.
You know, other than that one on 3rd down where they passed to Mercer in the backfield,
right?
We have not thrown a pass tonight.
And we know Seth can. We know that the arm is there and he's got receivers.
And I know this Hillsboro, if you've read stats this year, Hillsboro's done a good job in their defensive backfield against the pass game. But at some point, you have to try it because we're doing nothing but going backwards on our run game. Mercer on the carry, going to bring up a 2-yard loss, a 3-yard loss. Bring up 3rd and 13 now for the Warriors from the 11-yard line. Same set. Landing in the pistol. Mercer and Oliver behind him. Hoffner in motion. Gets set. Now Mercer in motion. Pass out to Ingles. Hit as soon as he catches the ball. Actually going to lose another half a yard on the play. Going to bring up 4th down and 13 from the 11-yard line.
So Trevor Schaefer's comes in to punt for the Warriors.
Going to be punting out of his own end zone.
Into the wind. It's still kicking pretty good out there, the wind.
Snap back. You got the ball. Gets it off. Lower kick, not too bad. It's going to, well, it's all dependent if it takes the right bounce. Hillsboro grabs it and advances it back up the field. It was such a short kick. There was not a Warrior there to safeguard.
Mercer on the tackle.
What was a 25-yard kick netted about 10 yards with the return that Hillsboro put on. And that was Jackson Honshu Jr. that had the heads up to grab that after it bounced once, grabbed it, no Warriors around him, and took off back up the field. So Hillsboro with a very short field this time.
Where defense finds themselves in a very similar position.
21-yard line, 1st and 10. Snap back, hand off to Harris, up the middle, makes a cut. Makes another cut, missed tackle. Harris is going to walk into the end zone. And there's the play that you're hoping was not going to happen tonight. Right. But unfortunately, they found a way to finally get through our defense. Harris started up the middle, kind of behind the left guard, and then cut outside, made a couple guys miss, made a good move, and then was able to stay on his feet and work his way into the end zone.
Just running downhill by the time he got to the end zone.
Bolt on for the extra point here. Snap back, placement, fumbled placement. Tusik's going to try to do something with it. Heaves it. It's actually going to be picked off, and it cannot be advanced on an extra point now in high school football. Freeze picks that one off in the end zone.
He was ready to go.
You know, it used to be, and I know this because this happened when I was in high school. It used to be that you could return.
Yeah.
And I remember winning a game because we were actually returned a two-point extra point conversion that we picked off for a fumble recovery and ran it back. So hasn't always been that way in high school. A lot of rule changes in this several millennia, though, since I played.
Officials are having a conference at the 15-yard line. Didn't see a flag on the play or anything like that, so I don't know what the.
And Gene's going to zoom in on him to decide whether they're going to Wendy's or Sonic after the game.
No, he's taking orders for meals. I can see right on his hand.
He's either. It might be even they're getting ready to call in Pizza Hut at halftime. I'm not sure which they're.
I like mushrooms on my pizza, but not olives. That's what the tall guy just said.
Oh,
yeah,
he got mad. He got mad.
Pineapple on your pizza.
He's leaving. Yeah. Yep, he's out of here.
Yeah, it's an intense conversation.
Well, we're in a little bit of a standstill here. Going to bring up our second quarter sponsor list again.
Triple R Hauling, Shelter Insurance, Huey Real Estate, and the Marion Kiwanis Club.
Am I okay? You got me. You just don't have Jeremiah.
Can't hear me?
Okay.
Oh.
Gene's going deaf in his left ear.
I think my mic got moved down.
All right. So Hillsboro gets set to kick off again here. 16-0. Trojans over the Warriors. Back deep again. Mercer and Alvin. Let's see if one of these guys can field this clean and get a return on here this time.
That would be
another
great.
Deep kick. Mercer's going to go back, take it at about the 8-yard line. This time clean fielding. He's going to work his way up. Nice cut. He does make a cut. Gets up to just shy of the 25-yard line.
His foot slipped out just a little bit as he cut. And didn't bring him down, but able to grab a couple yards.
You know, one thing we failed to mention, anybody that's been around Hillsboro football, Marion football for the last decade or so is when you came over here to play at Hillsboro's home field, you are playing on turf.
Right.
So it is a different feel. Sometimes just pregame warm-up is not enough to get your footing under you, and so sometimes you'll see guys slipping around a little bit. Some guys take to it right away, and others takes a little bit of getting used to. Handoff up the middle. This time Mercer gets a good gain. He's still on his feet.
Yep.
Looks like he's going to pick up 9.
Good run by Mercer. Real strong run straight ahead. Good blocking by the Warriors. To make that
no
hole.
hesitation. He hit the hole and just made it go as long as he could. So it's going to bring down 2nd and 1. This is the type of movement we need to try to continue to get. You know, when you got 2nd and short, it really opens up the options.
That's right. There's a lot more you can do than when you're at 2nd and 11 or 3rd and 14.
Or 3rd and 26.
Yeah.
2nd and 1. Oh, nice to say that. From the 34-yard line. Hoffner in motion. Snap back. Hand off to Mercer again. Oh, Landon's going to keep it. Get on the outside. Unfortunately, a flag came in. Probably going to be holding on the right side of the Warrior line.
That's come back.
Now we're going to be in that 2nd and long. Let's see what the call is here. I'm walking it off.
Offense. 10 yards from the Sparta foul. Play 2nd down.
So it's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Ended up being a 9-yard penalty because it's a spot foul.
Right.
2nd and 10 back from the original line of scrimmage, the 25-yard line. Nice fake in the middle there. They had me faked out. I really thought he'd handle the ball to Mercer, and then Lanning kept it. And he actually picked up the first down coming out here to the right side. Never pitched it. Didn't have to. Unfortunately, the hold's going to bring it back.
Go from 2nd and 1 to 2nd and 10.
To the right, one to the left.
Warriors going to call timeout.
Had to call a timeout because the play clock was down to 0.
So
I'm assuming they got it called in time.
Yep.
Yes, they let us have the timeout. Right when Seth called it, I looked up and the clock had clicked to 0, so I was hoping they gave it to us.
Tampa State Bank timeout. Marion's first of the half.
5 minutes to go here in this second quarter play before halftime. Cameraman thinks it must be getting cold outside. He came inside to get his jacket. Yeah, I think the referees are now finalizing their after-game meal order.
It's hard to get consensus on pizza toppings.
You know, actually, though, I think they made some differing arrangements because it was the white hat that was taking the order. Now it's one of the back judges.
Well, he's sitting further. He's still there. He's standing further away. He doesn't want to get in the fist fight that's about to start as they start talking about whether or not pineapple is an acceptable pizza topping.
It is. It is, Jeremiah.
I agree. It
has to be paired with the right thing. It's all in the pairings.
There are some people that will argue with us and say pineapple should never be on a pizza.
Then that's some people are wrong.
So it's caused many debates over the years.
All right, here we go again. 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Oh, wait, I'll take the sponsor off there. Snap back, landing to pass. He's getting rushed. He is going to get hit and taken down for a loss.
And I'll tell you what, there's been a few times this year where Seth's been able to escape that and then throw, and Trojan's just giving him no time to set up and throw.
It's going to bring up 3rd and 12. You know, looking out in the pattern, he had Olsen maybe open 10 yards down the field, crossing in the same direction he was going. I don't think he had enough time to really look up and find him, though.
Right.
You're right. Sometimes when Seth's been able to scamper out of that, he has enough time to look up and see what's downfield. He had too many maroon jerseys right on his back for that. So, going to bring up 3rd and 12. Snap back. Seth drops the ball, hands off to Mercer. Mercer's going to pick his way. No, he's going to gain about 4 yards. So, it's going to bring up 4th and 9.
That was something out of nothing. That ball was on the ground, and Seth kind of shoved it into Braden's hands as he went by.
You know, if you run that play on 2nd and 1, it looks great.
That's right.
Unfortunately, when it's 3rd and 13, it didn't do us too well.
Schaefer's back to punt. Looking for a longer punt than the last one.
Low kick. Takes
a
good bounce. Mercer down there does not give Hillsboro a chance to return it. It's going to end up at the 43-yard line of the Trojans. So at least they're having to start on their half of the field with this drive. They have decent field position, but at least it's on their own side. 3:29 left to go in the second quarter. Marion needs to pull out one of their defensive stops here, not let the Trojans get any more points on the board.
A pick six would be great.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
That would just turn things around here.
Nick Smith checks in for the Trojans. Tusick and Harris in the backfield. Snap back, hands off to Harris. He's going to dance to the outside, and then he's going to get wrapped up, taken down for actually no gain. They're going to mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Nice coverage by the Warriors.
Yeah, Warriors really did a good job staying home on
Ingalls
defense.
and Schaefer's and Williams all in there on the stop. It was a good team effort by the Warriors. Brings up 2nd and 10 from the 43. Clock ticking, 2:50 to go. Snap back. Tusick's going to pass. He's going to throw long. And pass is complete for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Olsen had him covered until that last split second, and then all of a sudden, Bolt just found another gear, and at the last 5 yards, just blew past Olsen like Olsen was standing still, caught it in stride, and there was no chance to catch him.
Yeah, Olsen kind of turned to the right, I think, thinking he was going to get the ball coming over that shoulder, and Bolt could see the ball coming over Olsen's left shoulder and just went the rest of the way with it.
Bolt's on to attempt the extra point. Snap, hold down, kick is partially blocked.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it was Ingalls, I believe.
Yeah, came around the corner real quick and was able to get a hand in there and break it up.
That's 2 extra points now that Hillsboro's missed tonight. So it makes our score 22-0. 2:37 to go in this second quarter of play. Warriors just have to find some way to get the ball going forward and get some first downs.
Yeah, I mean, that's the biggest hurdle that we're facing is how are we going to move the ball up the field?
I haven't been keeping track here tonight, but do we have 1 first down? I think we picked up 1.
I think we picked up 1 earlier.
That last drive looked promising. We had a second 1 and then couldn't. The holding penalty took us back. So with 2:37 to go here in this quarter, Warriors going to receive again. Bolt headed out to kick off.
Tomorrow, Marion, the JV volleyball tournament will be going on. So if you
which, unfortunately, you will not be able to attend.
Oh, you cannot attend that?
Okay. There's a viewer limit per participant.
Okay.
And so
there you have it.
And the reason I know that is the varsity Warrior volleyball players are working the tournament, and that's what we were informed of, that because we thought about going up and supporting our JV girls like they've supported our varsity girls as parents, and we were told we couldn't even do that. So I'm not sure what the limit is, but there is a limit. So Mercer takes the kickoff at about the 11, makes a cut, runs into his own man, stutters back, and then he's going to get brought down by a couple of Hillsboro at the 28-yard line. Nice return, 18-yard return there for Mercer.
Yeah, good return by Mercer. Found some room to run, and like you said, then ran into his own guy. So
the Warriors get this ball with 2:30 to go. 72 yards from pay dirt. Be nice to be able to flash up the touchdown sign.
That would be nice. Casey would like that.
He's not getting his money worth.
A lot of the Warrior Nation would like that. Same set, 2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 in the backfield. This time Mercer in motion, and we're going to get a flag
We had
because
2 men move at the same time.
Hoffner moved and Mercer moved. So I'm not sure what the play.
5-yard penalty, remains first down.
And Warriors cannot afford to have to get extra yards. I would venture to say the split back was the one that was in error there, because usually if that one of those tailbacks goes in motion, he was probably supposed to. 1st and 15 now from the 23-yard line. Lanning sends Mercer in motion. Snap back. Lanning's going to roll. Gets stopped. And he's going to get brought down for another 6-yard loss. Lanning wanted to roll to his left. And as he started to roll, the defensive end from that side just had him pinned in, and he was able to shed his block and tackle Lanning for the loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and
it's like
21.
Yeah.
From the 12-yard line. I'm sorry, 17-yard line. Snap back, ball on the ground. It's on the ground. Alvin is going to cover it at the 3-yard line. Well, at least we covered it.
Right.
It wasn't Hillsboro covering it in the end zone or even there at the 3.
Well, they spotted it at the 4, so
gained us 1. It is now 3rd and, oh my God, 10, 20, 35 yards. Yes. It is 3rd and 35 from our 4-yard line. Clock down to 108, 106. Play clock down to 5. I think the Warriors are going to let it run down and call a timeout here.
So it's going to bring up the 2nd timeout for the Warriors this half. It's going to Tampa State Bank timeout.
Unfortunately, there's not a play in the Warrior playbook that can run a minute off the clock.
I don't think we have a 3rd and 34 play either.
No. I don't think we do.
Warriors find themselves in a deep hole here at the end of the first half.
Even if the Warriors can get a snap off and make some kind of play that uses up even 10 seconds, they're still going to have to snap it on the 4th down. And right now at the 4-yard line, the punter's going to be standing at the back end of the end zone.
Yeah.
So it puts us in a really, really precarious situation. What I don't remember is, I think on a turnover on downs, I know the clock stops.
Right.
But does it restart right away, or does it start on the snap?
No, it starts on the snap.
Okay, well, then that's not going to do us any good. Don't want that to happen. All right, 3rd and 34 yards. Ball. All 3 Warriors in zone. Lanning takes a snap, a little high. He's going to throw out to the left. It is caught. Nice pickup there on 3rd down. They picked up 11 yards.
Yeah, Ian Ingles out there able to pick up some yards and get the ball away from the end zone.
So it's going to bring up 4th down here. And now it's 4th and 23. 4th and 23 from the 15-yard line. With 25 seconds, 24. They're going to let this clock. I bet the Warriors are going to let the clock run down and call their final timeout here. So play clock down to 8, 7, 6. So there's roughly going to be about 10 seconds left on this clock when the Warriors call timeout. So Hillsboro will have a chance here to return this punt with some time on the clock, but with no timeouts themselves, about their only hope is to return it for a touchdown if they want to try to get any points on the board themselves.
So I was trying to get my battery replaced on my microphone.
Gene says he's still not hearing anything. unless that's just his headset.
Might just be his headset.
Yep. I think it's his headset.
Gene stepped on his cord and pulled it out part of the way and could only hear one of our microphones, and then he's accusing me of not having a battery. So what are you gonna do, right?
Did you change batteries?
I did.
All right.
Yeah, they're just that fast. Yep. In the dark. We have the mic power lights off in here, so
So where's come?
If I was him, I would just take the ball and just run with it.
Going to bring up fourth down, 24, 23. Yeah, 23 to go.
Gene's yelling in the
15-yard
window
line.
here. He says if he was them, he'd just hand off the ball and run around with it. Yeah, just
Run it 10 seconds.
Well, yeah, as
run
long
for
as they
10
don't run, as long as
seconds.
they don't run back into their own end zone, it wouldn't be a bad play because Hillsboro doesn't have any way to stop the clock. Schaefer set for a short setup for a punt. They're coming after him. He does get it off. Ian Ingalls is going to field it at the 30-yard line.
2 seconds left on the clock. Coming up at halftime, we'll give you the St. Luke Quarterly Report, and then we'll keep the camera running, but we'll turn our mics off, and we'll join you at the end of halftime.
Last play here of this first half, barring a penalty. Hillsboro's got 3 split to the left. Single back. Snap back. Patusic's looking. Patusic almost gets hit. Throws incomplete as he was getting ready to get Hoffner was about ready to light him up if he'd held on to that any longer. So this half's going to come to a close with our score 22 for Hillsboro and 0 for your Marion Warriors. Jeremiah, what do you think on the St. Luke Quarterly Report?
Well, Darren, it's been a tough half for the Warriors. The Warriors had a good, like we've been talking about, good looks on defense. Gave a couple big plays, opening kickoff, and that couple other plays there for touchdowns. But the big story I think for the Warriors is just finding a way to move the ball on offense, and we haven't found that yet. And hopefully we can make some adjustments coming out of halftime where. When we do have the ball, we're going to get the ball at the opening kickoff here, and hopefully we can get it and move the ball a bit and get some points on the board.
All right. Well, we're going to sign off for now, and we'll join you right before the start of the third quarter. Welcome back, Warrior fans. About ready to start the second half kickoff.
Darren,
I'm going to double check with Gene, see if he's got us on the vocal. Yes? Okay, good.
If Darren sounds like he's out of breath, he just ran from the visitor stands back over here.
And at this stadium, it's a long way.
With cinnamon sticks from Pizza Hut, one in his hand and one in his mouth. It was an amazing sight.
I started out with 4.
I know. I saw you eating them as you were.
It was kind of like a relay.
That was pretty impressive watching you do
relay.
that.
You look at this track. It's probably about 250 yards because you're outside the track. That's a pretty good sprint.
And you don't even have any cinnamon on your shirt.
Yeah, it's all over. Okay. So the Warriors are going to start this half with the ball. And for the third quarter here, they're going to be moving into the wind. I'm sure that is Bolt out there that has Bolt's got the ball teed up for this second half kickoff. Warriors have to find some way to get the ball moving. Back deep, Mercer and Alvin. Yes. Uh-huh. And kick is away. Short kick. And mishandled. Alvin's going to pick it up, and he's going to get brought down at the 14-yard line.
Warriors unable to get the ball quickly.
It landed in front of Alvin about the 23, 24-yard line, and instead of kicking up in the air, he just kicked right along the ground, and Alvin could not quite handle it. So he had to go back and pick it up. By the time he did, he had 3 Trojans on him. So the Warriors are going to start this drive out 1st and 10 on their own 14-yard line. Twins to the right, single to the left. 2 backs behind, landing in the pistol. He's going to hand off up the middle to Mercer. He's going to pick up
6 inches.
Actually going to pick up about a yard and a half.
About a yard.
Good to make positive yards because he was actually hit behind the line of scrimmage with the first touch. Did not see who brought in the play. I think that's Chance.
Yeah, I think it was
Chance Schultz brings the play in, swapping in with Miles Olson, I believe. Snap back, handoff again up the middle, this time to Alvin. Gonna maybe pick up another yard. Half a yard. Gonna bring up 3rd and 7 here for the Warriors. Ball on the 17-yard line. This would be one of those times you need to find one of those about 10-yard passes or 7 and let somebody pick up the last couple for the first down.
All right, Olsen brings a play in, and hopefully it's that play, Darren.
Same set we've seen the Warriors in most of the night. Lanning takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Alvin. Ball's on the ground. It is recovered by Anderson. Waddell. And actually going to pick up 1 on the fumble recovery. So it's going to bring up 4th and 6 here on the 18-yard line. It's not the way you like to see a yard picked up.
No, it's not. Warriors are going to punt here.
It's another 3 and out for the Warriors on the evening. Schaefer's back, standing about his own 5-yard line. Snaps back. Kick is away. Short kick headed towards the Hillsboro sideline. Going to go out of bounds right at the 36. So, unfortunately, the Trojans are going to start out with really good field position here in this third quarter. Warriors got to find a way to keep that defense going like they did in the first half and figure out a way to get a stop here. Even a 3 and out would be great. Turnover would be even better.
That would be wonderful. Warriors kind of picking up where they left off in the first half.
Twins to the right, single to the left, split man to the right, single tailback. Warriors jump across. It was Quade Williams.
Warriors were eager to get in the backfield on that one.
Yeah, at least they're still firing off the ball. They're not setting back. Going to bring up a 1st and 5 from the 31-yard line. Snap back, handoff to Harris. Harris hits a hole, makes a spin. He's going to pick up 2.
Yeah, I think he picked up 2 as he spun back to the middle of the field. And
Palick had a hold of him, drug him to the ground. Going to ring up 2nd and 3.
Second down, 3.
From about the 28-yard line here of the Warriors. Hillsboro moving south to north. Breeze at their back. 2 backs this time behind quarterback Harrison Smith. Snap back. Delayed handoff to Smith. He's actually going to get dropped for a loss by Schaefer's and Lanning. 2 freshmen converge to drop them back almost to the original line of scrimmage. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 here for the Trojans on the 34-yard line.
Schaefer's and Lanning did a good job to get in the backfield there and keep the runner contained and wrap him up.
Blitz by Schaefer's and Lanning blew through from his end position. Well, I guess outside linebacker that he's lined up like a defensive end. I'll put it that way. Single back set this time. Quick handoff going to the outside to Weichert, and he's got some speed. I'm sorry, that's not Weichert. That was
it's Nate Hine.
Nate Hine.
Yep.
Who's one of the fastest guys on this team, and he showed it there. He was able to blow forward and pick up that first down. It's kind of a jet sweep look. Hine actually cut it up sooner than a jet sweep and went just off tackle and was able to zip up between the numbers and then bounced it back outside to pick up the first down. 1st and 10 here from the 21-yard line.
Ooh, all kinds of motion.
All kinds of movement. If they call this encroachment, we got a problem, folks, because there's just so many Hillsboro guys moved.
Yep.
Oh. Okay. I didn't see that one coming.
Our guys were playing the play clock.
I guess they were watching the play clock instead of the ball. So it's going to bring up 1st and 15 now from the 26. Tusick hands off. I believe that's Harris. Well, nope. That was Nate Hine. Picks up 5 to the original line of scrimmage. So after all these plays, it's now 2nd and 10 from the 21. Clock running down here, 7:20 to go in this 3rd quarter of play. Hillsboro's going to come to the line. Quick set, trips to the left. Single up top, 1 back behind.
Warriors show blitz again. Coming hard.
And he's hit. The
Ball's
ball is
out.
loose, but could not get the recovery.
I think they're still fighting for it.
Now, it is. It is Warrior football. Quade Williams somehow comes up from the bottom of that pile with the ball. Way to go, Warrior. Hess zipped in there and leveled Petusic. When he hit him, it knocked the ball out, and Williams somehow found a way with that big body to scrum to the bottom of the pile and come up with the ball. Great job by Quade. Nice job by Hess to knock it loose. Hess
nice.
Came untouched and came from Petusic's sight side. I mean, we don't think it came from the blind side. Yep. So nice play by the Warriors. Going to take over after the turnover. 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. Snap back, hand off to Mercer. Mercer's going to bounce outside. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to pick up the first down and a couple more. Great running job there by the Warriors. Unfortunately, there's a flag down. Probably a holding where the flag is thrown. Yep, they're getting ready to mark off 10 from the spot of the foul.
Block in the back.
Block in the back by the Warriors. So what was a first down by Mercer is now going to bring up a 1st and 15 for the Warriors. Seemed like any time tonight we've had a positive play, we've shot ourselves in the foot with a holding or block in the back.
It is the proverbial 1 step forward, 2 steps back.
Handoff again to Mercer. This time he's going to cut up the middle. He's had a good run there. He picked up about 8.
Yeah, Mercer finding some room to run, hitting the holes hard and getting some gains.
He ran right off the center.
Yep.
And then was able to bounce just a little bit outside to pick up that nice gain.
And there was no flag on that play.
No flag on that play. So it's going to bring up 2nd and a long 6. We're going to call it 2nd and 7 from the 33. Once again, without that penalty, we're really moving the ball up the field right now. Seth keeps it, and he's going to get picked up and driven back.
Literally picked up and driven back.
Going to be a loss of 4 on the play. Now we're going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Looked like a good play call when the play started. If Seth would have pitched it, I think he'd have had the outside. I don't remember who was trailing. Was it Alvin or Mercer? But whoever was trailing there would have had a 1-on-1 to try to get by the last guy on the outside. But Seth turned the corner and was met by several red jerseys. Hoffner in motion. Comes set. Alvin goes in motion. Going to get the quick pass. Not going to get away from the tackler. Going to lose another 2 yards on the play. So the one great positive play, or well, I guess we had a couple, but the one really good positive play in that drive, called back with a penalty, would have given us a first down. All of a sudden, it's 4th and 11, and the Warriors have to punt again.
So Schaefer's is back to punt for the Warriors. .432 remaining in the 3rd quarter.
That Hillsboro draws them off sides again. And this time it was the whole front line of the Warriors. Going to bring up 1st and 5. Snap back, hand off to Harris. Finds a hole up the middle, makes a spin. He's going to go down after picking up 2. Trevor Schaefer's was the one that brought him down. Going to bring up 2nd and 3 from the 37-yard line. Trips to the left, single to the wide right, 1 behind. That's actually Nate Hine lined up behind. He's going to take the handoff, hit the middle hole.
Good.
Going to be enough for a first down plus. Picks up about 7 on the play.
Todd Pollock was able to grab him by the legs and rein him in.
He's going to pick up 8 on the play. He's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the Warrior 29-yard line. Nice hole in the middle for the Hillsboro running back. Wasn't any white jersey to meet him until he got to that second level of depth where Pollock was waiting for him. Snap back. I don't think he was quite ready for that. This one, missed tackle by Ingles deep in the backfield. Warriors still getting him to go running out of bounds for about a 2-yard gain is all. That sure didn't look like the Hillsboro team was ready for that snap.
No, I think he snapped a little early.
If that snap would have been a little more off, the ball had been on the turf, Warriors might have had a shot at it.
That's right.
Going to bring up 2nd and 8 from about the 27. Hillsboro shuffling players in and out. Hine lined up behind Petusik. Again, Hess is right there on the man. This time, Olson's going to draw a flag.
Flag's going to come from both directions on that one, and they're going to get Olson for pass interference.
Don't know if they're going to call pass interference or holding on this play. And
Against the defense. So he's half the distance to the goal, and that yardage results in first down.
there's your answer, folks. 15-yard penalty, only half the distance to the goal. Going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Trojans at the 13.5-yard line. Olson had good coverage. Just at the tail end, he just grabbed onto him instead of just jumping and trying to knock the ball down.
Yep.
Tusick back to pass. He's getting rushed on the throw, knocked down. Great defense there by Freeze. Wow, nice defense. Flag on the play back at the quarterback. I know we don't have replay, but I hope they're not calling this on the Warriors because the Warriors hit him before the ball was even released.
Right.
So it better not be roughing the passer because he was still way in the act of throwing when the hit came. Oh, my.
Roughing the passer.
Shh.
Half the distance to the goal.
No way.
No.
No way. That one is so wrong by the officials. He was being hit before the ball. I mean, he was in the grasp.
They were there. They were there.
So that's going to give Hillsboro a first down inside the 10-yard line. Snap back, hand off to Hine. Hine hit. Going to be down about the 1-yard line. Palak brings him down. Hillsboro in a hurry-up offense here. They are getting set. They are in a very tight formation. You can tell they're going to try to run this one right up the middle. Once again, this time handoff to Hine. Misses the first tackle. He's going to get it.
They're going to say he
did not get in.
Not in.
Marion somehow stops him at the 1-foot line. Going to bring up 3rd and a foot. Well, 3rd and goal.
3rd and the nose of the ball, I think.
Yeah, 3rd and goal from literally the white line. What you can see on your screen, how they figured out how to mark him out of there, I don't know, but it's marked short. Warriors could hold here. 3rd and goal. This time Harris lined up. Going to hand off to Harris. Hit the hole. He's going to walk in without being touched again.
Even the announcer sounds bored. The PA announcer.
That's going to make the score 28-0. Bolt's going to come on to attempt the extra point here. Kick.
Oh, yeah. I think we got to jump on that one. Oh, wow.
5-yard penalty. Redo the throw.
So good moving 5 yards back. So instead of a 10-yard, or I guess a 20-yard field goal for the extra point, it's now going to be a 25-yard attempt, which is well within Bolt's range. We've already seen tonight. Snaps back, high snap. He's going to have to take off, run, and he's being chased, and he's going to be brought down by Palak.
Yep. Todd Palak.
Point no good. So that's if there's a positive thing on the night, I think that's it. The extra points, we've been able to explode 4 of them now.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing for the Warriors.
1:35 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Give you those 3rd quarter sponsors one more time here. MHS Pack, Marion County Ace Hardware, and Carlson's Grocery. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Let's get our Warrior sponsors in there again, Darren. Gambino's Pizza, Marion Auto Supply, Security First Title, and Katie Insurance. Thank you to all of you who give us the opportunity to bring you these games home and away.
So, as you know, the Warriors are on the road tonight. Next week, the Warriors will play their final home game of the season against Sterling.
Yep.
Kickoff time 7 a.m. from Warrior Stadium.
7 a.m.
7 a.m. I'm going to throw Sterling off.
Really?
Yeah.
7 a.m.
Yeah,
That'll
7 a.m.
be quite the game.
Throw Sterling off. Hey, let's play 12 hours.
Throw our guys off.
Well, we need some throwing off on offense. 7 p.m.
There we go.
Thank you very little. You know, I catch enough grief from the varsity team on Friday nights at home. I don't need it from you two on the road.
I have to be up in the booth with them on Friday nights. They throw things at me.
Mercer and Alvin back for this kickoff. Kickoff deep, going Alvin's way. Takes a hop. He's going to field it clean. 15-yard line up the sideline. Going to get brought down out to 30. Nice return.
Yeah, good return by Alvin. Got the ball on the first hop and able to bring it back to the 29.
So where I was going with that schedule is the Warriors have 2 set regular season games left. Next week at home against Sterling, and then on the road the following Friday at Lions.
The Lions.
Now, the positive thing about those 2 games is neither one of those teams. No, I take it back. Sterling did win last week because they played Lions. Lions is 0-2 in district, just like we are coming into tonight. So if the Warriors can figure out a way in this last quarter to get something going on offense and carry it over to the next 2 weeks, you got to feel good about maybe pulling out 2 wins at the end of the season.
Right.
Which is when you need to do it, go in this district play. If you could win those last 2 games, you finish number 4 out of 6 in the district. It's a lot easier to go on the road and play a number 3 team than it is to play a number 1 team.
Absolutely.
Especially when that cross-district play, that number 1 team right now in Garden Plain has, I think, 1 loss on the year. 2nd and 8 here for the Warriors after that nice little pass. Alvin just couldn't quite keep his feet for any more yards, but nice pass. Brings up 2nd and 8. Landing back to pass again. He's being rushed. He's going to duck his head and run. Going to go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Picks up 4 on the play. Going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Sub feeling pretty fired up on that play.
Yeah.
See, he wasn't going to go out under his own will on that one.
Miles Olson bringing the play in. 37 seconds left in this quarter.
Yep.
Play clock down to 7. Warriors need to get the snap off.
3rd and 4.
Hoffner in motion. Landon's going to call a timeout.
That is the first Tampa State Bank timeout for the Warriors this half.
Marion is their first charge timeout of the half.
So while we got this timeout for one last time here, we'll go ahead and get the third quarter sponsors up here on the board.
MHS Pack, Marion County Ace Hardware, and Carlson's Grocery.
And also the Warrior sponsors.
Those are Marion Auto Supply, KD Insurance, Gambino's Pizza, and Security First Title.
Thank you to all of our sponsors. So far this year, we've been able to bring you home and away football games and a bunch of home Warrior volleyball games. Our engineer who's running our camera tonight wanted us to put this up here just so we could flash it up for Case and Son, because they are a sponsor, even though we haven't been able to flash them up too many times this year. Thank you to that sponsor as well.
But he only sponsors Marion touchdowns.
Yes.
All right, Warriors on the field for 3rd and 4.
Lanning takes a snap, handoff to Mercer. Mercer breaks a tackle. He's going to pick up the first down. Nice run. He was hit 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, got out of the first tackle, got up the field, hit by a couple more, drove through them, fell forward for 2 yards past the marker. So 1st and 10 here for the Warriors at the 42.
Warriors move the sticks for the first time this half.
15 seconds left to go in this quarter. I think they're just going to let this clock run down because they don't have the play clock is beyond that. So they're going to let this run down. They're going to take this into the 4th quarter.
Get the wind behind their back and keep moving the ball. Darren, that's going to bring up our St. Luke quarterly report.
Well, we saw a very positive series on that last one, except for the miscue of the penalty. They would look like they might be starting to move the ball. Now all of a sudden we've been able to pick up a couple yards here, move the sticks. It's translated over to the 4th quarter. Maybe move this ball down the field and put some points on the board. Like I say, going into next week, even if you don't do anything else the rest of this game, get your offense going so that going into there's some positive momentum going into that next district game next week. A little bit ago when we had the sponsors pulled up, you mentioned that we've done the volleyball in action on Tuesday will be their final games of the season prior to Sub-State. The games, as far as we know right now, I know there's a little bit of a scheduling change coming that we're not sure how it's going to happen exactly, but they're scheduled to play in Peabody on Tuesday. And then on the 24th, which is the same day for regional cross country as Sub-State volleyball will travel to Harrington for the Sub-State. And as of the other day, we're sitting in a kind of a two-way tie for the 4th, 5th position, but the Warrior record right now is actually 21-9 on the season. Very good record, very good season for the Warrior volleyball team. Alvin in motion, going to send 3 to the right. He's going to fire, picked off. That ball was a nice pass by Lanning, but the route was jumped by Tyson Plennert. Sophomore for the Trojans. Just read Lanning's eyes the whole way and stepped in front of the pass right at the end.
Yeah, he was not going to be fooled.
Hillsboro is going to take over at the Warrior 30-yard line. Nice return after the interception by Hillsboro. Finally run out of bounds by, I believe it was Hoffner.
Warrior defense back at it.
Snap back, quick pass to the right. Oh, almost batted down there by Ingles. Got a paw up there, but just couldn't quite knock the ball out of its trajectory. Brought down by Palick. Going to bring up a 2nd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Harrison motion. Quick pass to the right this time. Brought down quick by Hoffner. I don't think if he picked up anything, it was just a foot.
I don't think he picked up anything.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 8. Nice play by Hoffner. Apologize for my poor engineering skills.
No, you're doing good
on the IT here.
You're doing great.
I look out there and I forget to look at the screen to see what's still on the computer screen. 3rd and 8 here for Hillsboro. It'd be nice to get a good stop by this Warrior defense. Snap back, looking to pass long, being chased. He had to flush a little bit. Oh, would not have been a first down even if he could have hauled it in. The 2 men down the field were covered very well by Warriors. So Petusik had to check down there, and he checked down to Cole Hoffman. And Hoffman couldn't hang on to his low pass. Like I said, even if he had caught it, he would have been short of the first down. It would have been a lot closer. Probably been about a 4th and 3. So it's going to ring up 4th and 8 from the 28-yard line.
Was that Hoffner coming in hard?
It was Hoffner coming in hard,
Yeah.
and he actually had to take a circle around him and almost came back to him and almost got him before he released the pass coming back. Blitz here by the Warriors, coming fast and hard, quick.
Oh man. That was Jack Lanning almost on the interception.
Jack's eyes were too big there because that ball was in his hands.
He saw 6. He saw 6.
But it is a turnover and downs. That was 4th down. So the Warriors are going to take over on the 28-yard line here.
All right, here we go, Warriors. We're going to put together a drive.
10:40 left to go in this ball game. Same formation we've seen most of the night. Mercer and Alvin behind Lanning. Going to pitch to Alvin. Alvin bobbles the ball, and I don't. Hillsboro recovers. The pitch went off Alvin, and he never could catch back up to it. It bounced down the field and went about 9 yards.
Yep.
Before Hillsboro was able to fall on and recover it. So what was a turnover on downs for the Warrior D becomes a turnover for the Warrior O. Hillsboro is going to take over on the Warrior 31-yard line, 1st and 10. 10:33 to go in this game. Oh, once again, draws the Warriors off sides with the count.
That's the 3rd time tonight, Darren.
Yard penalty remains.
Warrior focus is just not quite right in the right place. I mean, they're playing good aggressive D. A little bit of a blitz. Nate Hine takes the handoff and gets hit hard behind the line of scrimmage. Going to lose 4 on that play.
Good defense by the Warriors to
really keep him. Did not let him get turned upfield.
Yeah,
made him run vertical.
Kept him
contained.
contained.
Make him run horizontal towards the sideline, and then finally he was able to be brought down by 2 or 3 Warriors.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
After 1st and 5, that's a huge win for the Warriors.
Warriors show blitz.
Harris got it in the backfield, breaks the first tackle.
But he's not going to break that one.
I don't know who that first hit was by. It was somebody in the middle. But whoever it was had a nice blow through the middle and hit him. Just couldn't bring him down, but then slowed him up enough so the 3 other Warriors were able to make the tackle. Harris is limping coming off the field.
Yeah, Hillsboro calls a timeout.
Hillsboro calls a timeout.
First timeout of the half. It's another Tampa State Bank timeout.
Well, Tampa State Bank gets the pleasure of being, sponsor for both sets of timeouts.
I know. They're an equal opportunity timeout sponsor. Casey just sponsors the touchdowns for Marion.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the 3-pointers.
And the 3-pointers for basketball. I bet we'll have more 3-pointers.
At this point, I hope we have more pointers in the first half of the first game than we're seeing touchdowns all season so far.
Well, we haven't mentioned it, but it is a beautiful night for football in October.
Yeah, Jeremiah and I were talking about it before the game when we were walking out in the stands. That not too often that the middle of October, 6th game of the year, and we're in short sleeve shorts, and Jeremiah even still has his flip flops on.
That's right.
Roger, you would be proud.
Just for you, Mike Powers.
Okay, so we got 3rd down and 12 here. Petusic back to pass. Holds on a little long. It's going to be caught.
That's short of the first down.
Short of the first down. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. Once again, Petusik was under pressure. He was being hit, which I don't think was any worse than the hit they called the penalty on before. Hit as he threw the ball. So even though the receiver caught it, he had no chance to try to pick up the extra yards because he had to go down to the turf to get the grab.
So Trojans are going to go for it here.
Petusik back to pass. Looking over the middle. Picked off. Lanning is going to get the pick. He's going up the right sideline. He's got a wall of blockers in front of him. He's made the corner. He's going to get brought down at the 28-yard line. He had a wall of blockers. And finally, the blockers ran out of people to block, and there were still maroon jerseys there. So Lanning made a great pick, great return. Finally, the Warriors get another drive deep into Trojan territory. Not quite in the red zone yet, but let's see if we can't pick some points on the board from this. That would be awful nice.
That would be
Lanning couldn't quite get the pick six there, but it was a nice return. He probably picked that off on the, 15-yard line. So yeah, it was a nice return.
So Lanning comes back on the field after some oxygen.
Well, you got to remember, he was out 2 weeks with a concussion.
I know.
So Warriors lined up on offense. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Snap back. Lanning to pass. Looks, and he hits him. That's Ingalls out there on the catch at the 10-yard line. Way to pick up the first down plus an extra 8 yards.
Warriors ball spotted on the 10-yard line.
So 1st and goal now from the 10.
Warriors doing exactly what you said, Darren, getting the ball moving on offense.
And it's the pass that's opened it up.
Yep.
You know, if you hit another pass here, now you make me go back to some inside runs because those linebackers and D-backs are going to have to drop. Because there they hand off to Mercer. Mercer's going to lose 3 yards on that play.
It'll be 2nd and goal from the 13.
Well, it's 3 yards on the play. 2nd and goal from the 13.
I think if the Warriors want to get on the scoreboard here, they're going to either have to pass or use some misdirection.
Yep, I agree.
Power running is just not working. Lanning is going to get brought down for another 1-yard loss. He went back to pass, but he was getting rushed so heavy, he decided to tuck the ball and move up the middle of the field. Somebody shoestring tackled him, brought him down. So it's now going to be 3rd and goal from the 15-yard line.
2 yards on the play, 3rd and goal from the 15.
Definitely 2-down territory here for the Warriors. So you don't have to get a touchdown out of this play because you're going to go for 4th anyway. Lanning back to pass again. Hits Braden Mercer short. He's going to get up to the 5-yard line. So it's going to bring up 4th and goal from the 5.
Good catch by Mercer. Good reception over there.
Nice positive play. Look, 10 yards.
Yep.
You know, we picked up 10 yards on that play. If it hadn't been for the 2 consecutive plays earlier of losses,
a touchdown.
You know, that's a touchdown right there. So the Warriors are that close to being able to turn a lot of the of their woes on the season around. They're finally seeing what some positive plays will do if they can just, you know, get rid of those negative ones.
Olsen brings in the touchdown play here.
2 to the right, 2 in the backfield. Lanning's going to take the snap. He's going to look to pass.
And he's short of
It's caught, but it is short. Catch was made by Ingalls at the half-yard line. Ingalls had to come back for that play, had a Trojan over the top. Warriors turn it over on downs on the half-yard line.
Oh, so close.
Warrior D needs to make a good stand here and get this ball back and still get a score. Tusick takes a snap about 6 yards deep. He's going to hand off to Harris. I believe that's Harris. I couldn't quite see the number. He's going to make it up to the 5-yard line. It's going to bring up.
There's a flag after the play.
Way late flag. Definitely going to be unsportsmanlike one way or the other here because the flag came in way after the whistles had all blown.
After the play's over, dead ball, personal foul on the defense. 15 yards to the end of the run, results in first down.
Well, any hole that Hillsboro was in, they now dug themselves out with a Marion penalty. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Ball out to the 21-yard line.
5:47 remaining in the game. Oh.
And the whole entire Warrior team jumps again.
First on the defense. 1 yard penalty, and first down.
You know, for all the positives that were happening just a couple minutes ago, you hate to see these not so great things happening as this game winds down.
Yeah.
Because, you know, you don't want to go into next week with negative thoughts and negative momentum. You need the positive. New running back in for the Trojans. I think that was number 32. It'd be Wyatt Plennert, freshman. Getting some carries here at the end of the game. Takes it down to a 2nd and 1 from just shy of the 30-yard line. So a gain of 4 there for Wyatt. Snap back, handoff again, picking his hole. He gets tripped up. He's going to.
I don't think he got it.
It depends on where the spot is. The far referee is going to mark him down where the trip up was made. So there's no gain on the play. In fact, actually a loss of the length of the football. So going to be 3rd and 1 from the 30. 4:22 to go in this game. Be nice to get a stop here, get one more shot on offense. Patusick's going to keep it. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room to run there. And
you know, and I know there might be a lot of fans out there that are wondering why with a 28-0 lead,
Yep.
Why? I'm going to sort out the flag here real quick. Once again, flag coming in way late after the whistles had blown and the play had stopped. Hillsboro's walking backwards, so I'm going to guess by the body language that they caught the Trojans this time for some extracurricular activity.
Results of the play are first down for Hillsboro. After the play is over, we have offset and unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, 1 on each team. Those offsets will be first down Hillsboro.
Well, I guess there's your explanation.
Yep.
Unsportsmanlike on both teams. So what I was saying is some fans might be wondering why at 28-0 Hillsboro has their starters still on the field. And I don't blame them because it comes down to points in district. If for some reason Marion could have got that score and got a 2-point extra point, the score becomes 28-8, and then Hillsboro might win the game by 20. Well, there's a 21 up to 21 point differential in districts, and that 1 point can sometimes make the difference in how you finish placing wise. And it can make a big difference. In fact, the Warriors a couple years ago missed out on the playoffs by a mere 1 point in the point differential. So
I remember that.
I do not blame them for a 28-0 keeping their starters in at this point, because that could make a difference later on.
10 yards total foul. Incomplete.
Both teams getting a little sloppy here at the end of the game. Hillsboro call with a block in the back.
Deep in the backfield.
Yeah.
Gonna set them up for a first and long way. 21?
21.
First and 21 from their own 31. 3:28 left on the clock. Clock's running. Blitz coming. Handoff outside. Planner's got it. He's running. He's going to get wrapped up and taken down right at the 35-yard line. So he picks up 4 on the play. Going to make it second and 17.
Good tackle by Brady Mercer out there on the outside to wrap him up, bring him down. Oh. We're going to tell you about our fourth quarter sponsors here. Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investment, and the Yazel Megal Funeral Home.
We'll get those in here again before the end of this game. Takes a snap. He's looking to make it outside. Cuts up field. Makes a Warrior miss. He's still on his feet, but now he's going to get brought down right at the 40-yard line. He's going to be 2 yards shy of the first down.
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. Of the 2 yards shy of the original line of scrimmage.
Right.
Looking at the wrong yard marker.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12. Clock running. 2 minutes to go. Warriors can get a stop here. They could get the ball back and one last shot at getting some points on the board tonight.
We're just fumble and return it for a touchdown.
Back to pass. Throwing long. Nice play by Freeze. Intercepted by Freeze, although
just knock it down.
Should have knocked it down, although that was a 3rd down play. So
yeah,
they could have punted on 4th down and been about the same result. So Warriors are going to take over after the interception. You know, if there is another positive tonight, I believe, if I could pull up the stats, I believe the Warriors are in the plus category on turnovers.
I think you're right.
I think the Hillsboro's had 3 and the Warriors only 1. 2. They threw a pick and a fumble.
Yep.
So I think it's 3-2. Still in the plus category. 1:36 left to go. Warriors take over at the 36-yard line. Landing handoff to Alvin. Alvin's going to bounce outside, cut it back up. He's going to pick up about 8 on the play. Going to bring up 2nd and 8. Warriors need to hurry here. Clock's running.
Yeah, clock's going to keep going.
Warriors have 2 timeouts left. Huddling up is not going to do it, guys. We need to get rolling here. Ball on the 44-yard line. Warriors do not appear to be in a hurry here. Down to 105, 104. Hoffner in motion. Land takes a snap. He's going to hand off to Alvin again, going around the right side, makes a cut up, gets the first down. The clock is going to stop until they get the ball set. Alvin's still down on the field. They are helping him up real slow.
First down.
Maybe.
48-yard line of the Warriors.
They need to probably just call an injury timeout and get him off the field, because that would save some time on the clock, because the clock started to run again. Even though Alvin was standing up, the clock had restarted. Under 40 seconds. Ball at the 48-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Snap. Seth ducks it. He's running. He's still running. Now he finds a little hole on the right side. Oh, he pitches back to Mercer. Mercer's going to pick up the first down and go out of bounds at the 40-yard line.
14 seconds remaining
play
in the half.
by Lanning there to pick up the first down to Mercer. Great awareness.
Seth was really slinking around out there. I mean, he was pretty slippery.
Well, we got a quick break in the action because the clock's not going to start until this play starts. Fourth quarter sponsors, Marion Dye and Fixture, Edward Jones Investment, and Yazzle Megal Funeral Home.
We'll see how many different ways we can say that one.
And probably not a single one of us are correct.
Probably not.
Snapback, landing, hands off to Mercer, bounces outside. Nope, now he cuts it back in. He's got some room. He's got the right side. Oh, he's tripped, but he does get the first down. Clock's going to stop with 5 seconds, but they're going to they need to call a timeout right here just so that the clock doesn't start on the set. And the Warriors are not going to call a timeout. Don't quite understand that one.
I don't either.
Why not call a timeout and take one shot at the end zone? But that's going to be the ball game. So with that, we will go to our St. Luke quarterly report and game wrap-up.
Well, Darren, it was a tough night over in Hillsboro for the Marion Warriors. Not a bad night on defense, but struggled on offense to get the ball moving and to find the end zone. So Warriors have some things to work on before next week when they face Sterling at home. Hopefully we can put some plays together on offense that'll get us some points on the board.
Yeah, that's as we've said all season long now through 6 games. The offense, they've got to figure out a way. And there's times tonight when the offense moved the ball. And at times we would get a penalty or have a turnover and just kind of kill our momentum before we really had a chance to keep it really rolling. So defense played good again. Only a couple plays, gave up that very first play of the game for the touchdown. Otherwise, this game was a very respectable defensive game for the Warriors again. We just got to find ways for the offense to match what the defense really does. So Warriors are going to fall to 0-6 on this season, 0-3 in district play, but they have 2 games coming up that if they look on their schedule and look at the opponents and scores, it's 2 games that they have a chance at finishing a season on a high point.
That's right.
So, that's all I say is, hey, come out next week and watch the Warriors at home against the Sterling Black Bears, and maybe we can put together a win for the home fans. So with that, we're going to sign off from here at Hillsboro tonight. Final score, 28-0, Hillsboro Trojans. Good night, Warrior fans, and we'll see you all next week.